Hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy, Rylionn, and joining us tonight is a very special, very awesome TriCast. We have here with us in the flesh two MVPs. I know you've heard of them, but now you finally get to see them. We have here Primus, who's going to be doing the play-by-plays for us in games 1 and 3, and then we have
Let's get it.
Aaron Omnivamp is going to be joining me tonight as the color caster or the analytical, whatever one is more comfortable for you all. So I am very excited. I know you guys are all excited as well. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up the draft though. So I apologize for such a short intro, but we're going to go ahead and bring up the draft here for tonight. You guys already have the links, I believe. We'll go ahead and get that onto screen for all of you. There it is. And for tonight's draft, we have Team Lilac, or Team Smiley Face, is going to be starting on blue side. And we have Team Meme of Dreams, or Team Green, starting off on the red side. We already have the first three bands, like I said, a little bit late, so I apologize. But we do have the Katarina, the Fiora, and the Hecarim bands coming in from Team Lilac. And we have the Seraphine, the Thresh, and the Set coming in from Meme of Dreams. And for the first picks, we have Viego for Team Lilac, and we have Ezreal for Team Green. So I know we had some interesting Viego play before we started the stream. Does anybody want to talk about that?
So I've been playing Viego all day today. I think I got like 37 kills on my last game, like
The
70,000
champion
damage.
is not balanced.
Yeah, and it was against another Viego, so it was hilarious. But we'll see what Team Green is gonna do to answer that. I mean, Viego can essentially go top jungle or mid.
Yeah, it's very strong flex pick.
So the first pick was definitely smart.
Okay.
I like the Ezreal, Leona. I think those are pretty good opener picks.
Ooh,
Ball.
okay, but we are following that up with a Jinx pick here for Team Lilac. So, again, specifically, Viego, you like the Ezreal Leona pick to just lock him down, get some poking damage,
Yeah.
and things like
Yes.
that, right?
Yes, also just Ezreal's a very good first pick. Like priority pick, it's very strong meta. Works with
Absolutely.
most. Okay.
No, I would definitely agree with that. And then following up here, we have the Nico pick. So that can be flexible. You can either go support, you can go mid lane with that. Normally, though, what have you guys been seeing Viego play? Mid, top, jungle? How have you been playing, and have you been versing him mainly?
Mostly top and he's been really strong mid lane, but he can also be played top lane in certain matchups. And jungle has been it's still playable, but it's not the best. I think he's much stronger as a solo laner. That's when most of the nurses have been targeting. He's just very strong laner. He has lots of sustain, lots of good dueling potential. So
Understandable. I know I hate going against a good Viego player. As ADC, he just kind of just jumps on you 2 or 3 autos, and then that's it, and then you're just done. By the time if this gets to late game, it's just going to be very difficult to just deal with him and manage him in general.
they do have a lot of lockdown, and they do have very good skilling from the Diana and the Ezreal though. So I think they have options as well for the late game.
Yep, that is true. Unless Jinx has some kind of answer for that early, is able to just pop off, and then Jinx does Jinx things as the game progresses there. And Nico's also one of those sleeper picks that we've seen from Georgia. So I'm assuming that it's going to be a Nico mid at this point. We saw her go 8-0 and 8 just last week,
Yeah,
I
was in that game. It was very hard to play against.
So you already know firsthand Georgia's
Yeah,
Nico.
I know firsthand. Her Nico's very, very scary.
Absolutely. And some of the final bands here that we see coming in as well. We have the Morgana and the Lilia coming in from Meme of Dreams, and we have the Nocturne and the Gangplank coming in from Team Smiley Face, respecting those, I wouldn't call them one tricks, but really top, strong, comfortable picks for certain members here. We see the Morgana Seraphine play kind of getting out of George's hands. We see the Lilia get out of 4U's hands. So, I wonder how they're going to have to adjust to that, even though most of the time they get banned out anyways. So, that's just something that they're just going to have to deal with. But
The Aurelia pick. I don't know if you guys know much about the rework Aurelia. It's the consensus is it's completely broken. And Riot, what have you done?
200 years.
They've done a lot of changes, and actually they have increased the resistance, resistance she gets from her W, her the little blade spin.
Mhm.
And it gives 80% reduced physical damage, and I think 30% reduced magic damage. And it does an insane amount of base damage. If that's going mid lane, we actually might see a W max Aurelia. It's a very good way for very good trading.
Okay. And we have the final 2 picks, though, coming in from Team Smiley Face or Team Lilac. We have the Alistar going as the support and Shen in the top lane. So they definitely have a really, really good front line to get through. Vago's going to be dealing most of the damage. Alistar and Shen are going to be absorbing most of that from the enemy team here. This is a lot of heavy engage, though, from Meme of Dreams. We have Leona, Diana, and Irelia. 3 really hardcore engage champions. And I think that they actually have a really good comp for peeling for the Jinx in general, not to mention also she has the rockets at her disposal. And the last pick coming here from Meme Team of Dreams is going to be the Anivia. Okay, so it's going to be Ezreal Leona on the bot lane, Diana more than likely in the jungle, Irelia topside, and Anivia mid. And then for Team Lilac, we have here Viego in the jungle, Jinx and Alistar on the bot lane, Nico in the mid, and Shen in the top side. So I'm going to go ahead and start the predictions for you all, but just based off of what you see here, who are you all going with based off of these comps? I personally like Lilac's comp a whole lot right now. They have really good peel for the Jinx, plus she's one of those extreme hyper carries. Alistar with the pulverize, with the headbutt, Viego can just dash into the backline there. I know Ezreal has the arcane shift where he's able to get away, but it's just they have a lot of peel for the engage that Meme Team of Dreams has. But give me your guys' input. What do y'all think?
I definitely think that Lilac's got this. I mean, they'll probably put that Shinnle on Viego as much as possible so that he can live enough to get those resets. Because Viego getting a kill is kind of a cascade effect of, as soon as he gets that reset, he can ult again, get another reset, and it's just, especially if you're low starting a fight, like it's disgusting. But we shall see. I think both sides have just a lot of dive and engage. I do think Lilac's going to be playing more of a front to back comp, so I think that's what we'll be expecting from them.
Okay.
I would agree, definitely front to back. I think so. Lilac definitely, I think, needs to utilize the Shen and Viego to make a lot of plays. Try to accelerate the Viego. Try to make sure the Jinx can scale up. I think mid lane is going to be a wave clear, like a pretty handshake lane. And then bot lane will be determined by, I think, the junglers and the Shen pressure. Okay. But I think Aurelia also, I think Aurelia has the advantage in the top lane. She's very strong and just going to try to pressure the Shen early so he can't make plays. So we'll see how they want to deal with that. But yeah, I think both teams have a very good opportunity, but I don't think one team is just heavily favored in the draft. I think both have good things going for them, so should be an exciting game.
Absolutely understandable. No, I think it will be an amazing game. I think we're definitely going to get 3 games. I know I'm always, super jealous, or I guess I would say greedy. And, I definitely want to get as many games as possible here. And for you subscribed, thank you so very much for the 7th month in a row with his Prime Ultimate, or from his Prime subscription there. Thank you so much. Ultimate. But
Ultimate ability subscribing.
Yes, do it, all of you right now.
Press R and subscribe.
If we get
Let's see it.
100 subs.
Subscribe now and you win 15% more of your league games, guaranteed.
This is the summoner. What the summoner tips on the load screen?
Yeah.
15%
Subscribe
more.
to Team Gap.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys already know. If we get to 100, Wookie already agreed to a hot tub stream with me. We're local. We could definitely do that. We're here in Florida, so you guys get to that number, we'll definitely do it. I don't know if he'll do it, but that would be funny as hell. I hope he does it. He's the one that said it. Nude? No, we're not trying to get banned.
The hot tub.
Yeah, he's like, nude? It's like, no, Destroyer. That's what OnlyFans is for. And you gotta find it. I'm not posting the link anywhere. If you find one, though, that would be crazy, because I don't have one. But anyways, getting back to the team comps here. I don't know. What do you think is going to be the biggest problem for Meme Team of Dreams to, overcome in this situation? You think it's going to be the Viego? Because I think it's going to be the Nico, to be honest with you.
I think Nico's going to be a huge problem. They have to play around her ulti and try to bait it out early. Try to use the Nivea Ezreal range to get advantage before they just try to... I think if they funnel to the Nico, it's going to be very hard.
If it's anything like last week, then Georgia's just going to pop off on that Nico. So they're definitely going to have to watch for... Because, that's most of their damage is going to come from that Nico Viego early until, Jinx gets items and scales up. So early game, they'll definitely. I think Chobi should be looking for those top and mid ganks.
Absolutely. No, I agree 100%.
Make sure Shin can't do anything as well.
Yeah, locking him down is going to be kind of difficult. I mean, because he could just ulti across the map and then just teleport right back to lane. And also, a huge shout out to Soviet, also for the 7th month in a row. He's going to subscribe with his Prime membership as well. So thank you so very much. And game number 1 is going to be starting in just a couple of minutes. We do have that delay. So still, I believe we have plenty of time for the predictions as well. So go in there, spend your points. 34,000 channel points right now bet on Meme Team of Dreams. That's insane. And then 10,000 for Team Lilac. So lots and lots of people are rooting for Team Green right now. I'm going to have to go ahead and pull up my channel because you guys already know I'm about those points. And, you know, just for math purposes, I'm going to have to go with Team Lilac because it just, you know, it just makes sense. It just makes sense. So definitely go ahead. Just, you know, it just makes sense. And here we go. Oop, here we go.
I had to put all my points on green. You know, my old team. I feel like it'd be a betrayal not to bet on them.
Is that bias though? Is that considered bias? If you're
100%, 1,000% bias.
Oh yeah, duh. That's what I'm here for. I'm not. You think this is gonna be a fair trial? I don't think.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely not.
Okay, I respect it. I just go based off of the math entirely. You know, I just want the most amount of points as possible. I'm very, very greedy that way. But let me go ahead, set this up over there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like everyone thinks Green's going to win, so we'll see if Lilac can.
They are
make
the best team, like in one of the best teams I think so far.
Yeah. Green is definitely one of the top teams. Purple are the reigning champions from the last split. I know a lot of the team was from last split as well. I believe some of the only changes were their mid laner, if I'm not mistaken. It's just going to be Georgia being added there to the mid lane. For You is definitely one of the all-star junglers that we saw, and I think Repented in the top lane as well, also known as Racer, is definitely someone to look out for. But on the other hand, over here we have Duckmark, we have Chobi. I mean, we got Prince Manjuice, Macho. Everybody. We got everybody. Drive By Panda is the only one that I don't know enough, but I mean, he's on Team Green. They're obviously one of the top teams right now, so he's very obviously doing very well, or they are. Sorry, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And if you just had to make a prediction now, do you predict a game number 3, or do you think it's just gonna be another 2-0 like we've seen time? This is like the split of 2-0. 100%. They're just making up. I don't know why.
I think it'll be classic Green fashion to go to game 3.
Okay.
They'll stomp one game and then
Stomp one game.
Yeah.
Handshake the second game just so they can play their.
And then just the third one. All right, we're not saying throw it, guys, but we're not saying not throw it. Yeah.
They're just limit testing a little bit extra.
I'm just ready for these level 1 shenanigans.
Level 1. Oh, you already know.
It's gonna happen.
You already
for
know.
sure.
You already know that I'm 100% hoping that we get that. And game number 1 should be underway here, so I'm going to go ahead and get that pulled up for all of you. Here we go. That is going to be the regular league overlay. This is going to be... Ooh, there we go. Oh, yeah. This is beautiful. Everything's going to be all set up. I can't wait for this. The cast is going to be beautiful and perfect. This is going to be 3 beautiful, perfect games. I hope we have like 60 kills in like 15 minutes. I hope we get the invade instead of the 5-point start, and I hope we get all Infernal Drakes. RNG gods, if you're out there, please give me all Infernal Drakes again. It was so perfect last time I cast it. Please. Please. What's your guys' favorite Drake to play with in general?
Probably that Infernal or the Mountain Drake, especially you know when I was playing top, playing someone chonky like Cho'Gath. Oh, that Mountain Drake is just so satisfying.
Absolutely. Mountain Drake's very strong, Infernal Drake's really strong. Okay. Drake can be situationally strong, but usually isn't the best. It's kind of like the meme dragon.
Who? Which
and then
one?
Ocean Drake, Cloud Drake.
Cloud. Yes.
Yeah.
My mortal enemy, the Cloud Drake.
Yeah.
All right. we have a lot of people hooting and hollering inside chat right now. So
right.
We have Let's Go Meme Team of Dreams from EMP Dave. We have Team Lilac who said, I respect your opinion, but I hate you. Coming in from your girl Mustard Cat. So You know, it's there's a lot of, a lot of different opinions going on in chat right now. And I respect them all as well, but to hate me, man, that's brutal, Mustard. That's brutal. You're my support too.
Yeah, Dak over here, saying they want more points from the leaderboard. Oh, love to see it.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, hopefully Chobi doesn't int Dak, but I have faith.
Yeah.
I think this will be an interesting game. But here we are underway. Getting started here at level 1.
Time controls out the window. Okay.
Yeah, it looks like Green is going to be going to that top brush, and Lilac is actually probably going to be doing that 5-point river hold. They're not going to go anywhere, but it looks like both teams are not going for the invade. So this is going to be a classic. Probably going to be a blue start for Diana, but we shall see.
Like blue side expects to invade, so they're hugging the brush, but so they
Lilac knows what's up.
Everyone knows what's up on their side of the match, but other than that, they're going to be very safe, which I can't, blame. I definitely respect that. Razor's going to go ahead and get back to lane. He doesn't want to miss any of those minions. What a perfect timing on that. That's something I got to learn definitely is like wave control. And I mean, do you guys have any advice to all the people out there that may not know League of Legends? You want to go ahead and break it down? What is a 5-point star or anything like that?
It's just so that you can make sure they don't invade, don't get any vision where you're starting, or try to do anything that you don't want to have to deal with. So it's just a very safe start.
Right, it's just preventing the invade. Just getting as much vision on the choke points in your jungle so that no one can enter.
They said the real gap is the volume between casters. Oh no, okay, well we'll have to figure that out in just a few moments, so I apologize. Who's the quietest one if we had to fix any of it? Alright, doesn't matter, but it's alright. So we have here a lot of action going on in the top side. Really good trades happening between the Irelia and Shen there, or Drive By Panda and Repented, if you want to go by their official names. And here we go. Okay, some good, like you guys were mentioning, Ezreal getting some good poking action. He's definitely one of the safer ADCs, I would say, by far, but late game scaling, how does it compare to Jinx would you say, in your opinion?
I'd say Jinx would scale better, like hyper late game, but I think Ezreal is a lot stronger mid game. So
for sure.
Okay, absolutely. So yeah, Jinx later on in the game. Mid game is going to go ahead and go to the Ezreal. Early game could be anyone's game there. And top side though, we have Panda, who's kind of playing a little bit, standoffish. He definitely doesn't want to get in the range of that Shen. Okay.
Oh, there Nico lands the root. Just huge trade for
pretty
both
even
sides.
trade.
Yeah.
That's going to be more interesting later on. I can't wait to see. Do you think, where would you want to put the jungler, like, the most focus at? Would you say mid lane to let either the Anivia or the Nico pop off, or top side to either let Shen get ahead or Irelia just also steamroll? Like, who has better, I guess, potential throughout the game?
I think, early game, like, if Diego can look for top side, he does have that taunt if he feels confident landing that. It's a lot of lockdown with the Diego follow up with a W, lots of damage. But I would say just making sure like we have mid prio, trying to keep that lane even, and definitely play around bot side, I think, because the AD carries for.
Oh, looks like Shin's hopping on drive by, but just gonna back off.
Very nice, able to sidestep that Anivia stun, but had to waste.
Yeah, that was close.
Well, that was extremely close. Great job from Georgia for staying calm, cool, and collected during the ganks. I know, definitely, I'm just like, any single time that I had a jungler anywhere near me, just a little bit, it's just like, I hate you, get away from me. This is a 2v2 lane, we don't need more people, please, thank you. And
right.
We have Diana also, hovering towards the bot side. We have Chobi I mean, Diana's just kind of like, she can gank at any point in time because her ultimate's not that dash any longer. It's actually the pull-in, is it not?
Right, yeah, so she, you know, obviously I think it was a few months ago when Diana got reworked that her dash was switched over to her E, and now, yeah, her ultimate is going to be that giant pull. So still has a lot of gank potential, but nothing's happening right now.
Right.
It looks like the Lilac bot side is just
there's a Nico DC.
shoving this in,
Okay.
and we have a Nico DC.
Alright, that's alright. It's just, you know, sometimes that happens. We're going to go ahead and bring up the screen here with us, so we're going to go ahead and bring that back. Oh, and we're right back to the gameplay. There we are.
Just kidding.
We're going to have a little bit of a buffer, though. That's what happens anytime a pause occurs, you know, just to give the actual live game just a little bit more time. It's going to go ahead and reset here. Not to worry, folks. This isn't our machines, I promise you. Hurricane season is almost done, so we won't have to worry about that no longer. But yeah, no, everyone's looking pretty good. We don't have a first blood as of yet. Normally we say that within the first couple of minutes, but I think one of the longest first bloods that we've seen was about 11 or 12 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know if you guys are wanting to play a little bit more safe as we get closer and closer to the playoffs, or what is going on. But in the beginning of the season, you guys go all in, and here we go.
Yeah, we've got some early trade on the Shin, but looks like Shin's the Repentance is gonna come out on top for this one. That
Nice trade.
powered Q definitely doing a lot of damage to Panda right now.
Okay. No, definitely. And quote me if I'm wrong, but I personally feel like tanks, they always have the shorter end of the stick in the early game. But if you don't capitalize, and if you aren't able to get those kills pre-6, then that's where I start to see the tank versus, like, Juggernaut kind of matchup go in a different direction. I'm going to stop real quick. Oh, there we go. Nice trade. So, but later on, I would say tanks have the better advantage over Juggernauts. Would you say that's correct, or how do you feel about that?
It's hard to say. It depends on, like, I mean, who has the advantage and stuff. The champion dynamic between each other is, like, kind of on a, I'd say, an individual basis rather than just a class basis. But I mean, tanks do tend to scale pretty well, but at the same time, I don't really think that's like you're really looking to beat people 1-1. You're looking more to just make TP plays and good with your team. But
okay. And is Shen one of the? I mean, he's not one of those hard like traders. He can be, definitely has the potential, but I would consider him more of just one of those like utility.
He's very
like,
he's a very tank. He's very, very strong early. It's very hard to contest Shen early. He knows how to use his Q and land good taunts and use his W ball.
One thing I really like as well is the ward placements coming in from Team Meme Team of Dreams or Team Green, red side. Look at that double ward placement there. So they were pretty far pushed up. Drive-by Panda could have teleported down to bot lane to get a gank. I mean, Leona and Ezreal were on the way there, so they definitely could have popped some of those spells potentially, like a flash or a cleanse use on Javakula. But it doesn't look like that she either was wanting to do it or just didn't see it at all. But they were like right at tower to pop something off, and it looks like Red Side's also going towards Dragon, so they might have priority and get the first one, which unfortunately is my sweet, sweet Infernal Dragon, so we're probably not going to see an Infernal Soul this one.
Right. And it doesn't look like For You or Lilac's going to contest this. They're just going to give it up. I think they had a suspicion that, you know, they were taking drag. Leona was missing. And they did spot Leona Ezreal on that river ward, so I think they knew that it was happening, but they didn't want to contest it. Shin going back in on the Aurelia. Looks like he's gonna have a really good trade on that one.
Absolutely. It just seems to get better and better as the game progresses for Shen. He's able to get his 3 hits in, the Grasp of the Undying proc, at least minimum 1. I may have seen like 2 procs in 1, but Drive-By Panda has to play very safe, and Shen's actually ahead in farm right now. Let's take a look at the gold difference. It seems pretty even. There's only about a 400 gold difference. Still no first blood. We're 8 minutes in, so keep an eye on that. But most of the gold difference right now is going to be, it looks like in the support, there's about a 200 gold difference between Alistar and Leona, and then Shen in the top side. Once again, another 200 there, and he's going to go back in. Wow.
I would say that red is in a very good position. They have that Infernal. Oh,
Duckmark's got out here, but he will save himself with that Q.
Lots of action.
Matcha getting a lot of damage towards him.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so Lilac's just going in, just invading the jungle, and there's the Nico ultimate. And Duckmark gets his egg pop, but Chobi goes back in. First blood did go to the Nico. Let's see if Chobi's able to get anything, because there's the Aurelia. I don't think they'll be able to get any more kills. Aurelia is out of mana, and I don't think Chobi will be able to get to them. So they are just going to take a 1-for-1. But more action in the bot lane. Looks like Prince, formerly known as Cowboy Eric, will survive. But wow, Alistair with the flash. I honestly thought that Macho was dead there. That was close. That was really good really good knockup.
Yoda and Alistair are just too tanky to go down. They throw CC at each other, but they both survived, so.
They definitely did, and that was crazy from that beginning fight that was right there around the Rift Scuttle, leading into the topside red jungle of Team Green. So it looks like we might get a little bit of counter play as well. Chobi just it's gonna get too pushed in, and he might just be going for the Rift Scuttle at this point. But yeah, that was a pretty good team fight all the way around, and only one death. That's not bad. I definitely expected Duckmark to die, but he was able to get the Ignivia passive all the way off and, get revived off of that as well. And Blue right now has no idea the positioning around them. Nope, they're calling it. They don't have any wards, but they know that it's happening. But it looks like, Red's going to go in and pick up the second jungle objective, the Rift Scuttle. And, yep, Drive-By Panda's going to go in and get a deep ward down there and just go on off his way. So I really like Meme Team of Dream's ward placement throughout the entirety of this game so far. They've had a lot of information to work with.
Eric almost had to shift out before they were able to get any damage on him. But I also agree. I mean, they have really good vision right now. They have that deep ward on the blue side for when Blue Buff does spawn. Also, that's definitely been helping them because they're now two objectives to 0 on the side of Lilac. So Green is capitalizing on their early lead right now, vision-wise.
I would say the Dino would most likely be looking to use that Herald mid or botch to try to accelerate their carries. Okay. I think it might be kind of hard to. I don't think there's much point to use it top because, in general, I think I really can't really do much in that matchup anyway.
For you is pathing out to the top lane. Pain is able to get the ward, but spot out for you. So nothing happening, but it looks like for you might go try and take Chobi's Raptors. At the moment, Chobi is just clearing his blue side jungle, but he might be looking for a gank here in the bot lane. It looks like he's pathing down, waiting for the wave to stop the vision so he can, they have that pink prevent bot side from spotting him.
Do they know? I don't know if those casters show enough or not. I would try to change it, but I don't want to mess it up right now. Okay. Lots of good trades happening just around the map. The direct-to-camera doesn't even know what to do right now. There's just so much going on between both of them. Gotta see this farming though from Drive-By Panda. It's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he's fighting in a full minion wave. I don't know if even with the full wave, Shin is Repentant is able to get a better trade. I don't think it's gonna get any better for Aurelia at the moment.
Adding that Berserker Greaves to the mix.
And Chobi's caught out. Chobi's dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow. Yep. And then I guess they're just trying to get drag vision, but they capitalized on Chobi being out of place.
There's some miscommunication with Chobi and his bot lane about how they wanted to contest that dragon, I guess. But Blue is ready to capitalize, so.
Yeah, they were ready to pounce on that. Great job from Mr. Smee getting the pulverize over the wall and then the headbutt to knock Chobi right into the middle of his team to get a clean pick and then a nice clean Cloud Drake. And the third and final one, it's going to be the Ocean Soul. That one's going to be good for just, longevity, mana and health regen, and things like that, but doesn't add as much pizzazz as compared to like a Mountain or an Infernal, or I would even say a Cloud Drake is good as well, but four Ocean Drakes, that's difficult to go up against, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's they both have one dragon each. The maximum will be the 3 Ocean Drakes and the Soul, but I am excited to see who, because I have a feeling that this next drag fight is going to be huge. I'm still waiting on. I haven't seen Repented use that Shin ult yet, so we will see. How spicy they want to get with that, and whether they want to use that for the engage or the disengage.
He did use it just one time, I believe, and that
he used it in the Raptor fight.
Yeah.
Right.
It was off screen, but he did use it just one time. Other than that, yeah, not really a whole lot of movement. We don't have a lot of objectives around the map that are available for anyone to push, so I think he's just gonna hold on to it for a little while here. And here we go. 4U is gonna make his way towards top side though. Go ahead.
Yeah, Panda's kind of stuck here. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of this one. So the kill goes over to Repented on the Shin. Great gank by 4U. There was no River Vision on the side of Green. They did have Scuttle, but I'm not sure what happened. Oh, more action in the bot lane. Missed ultimate by Prince. Leona's just blocked down now. Heal coming out from Ezreal, but I don't think Green is going to be able to do anything about that. An idiot coming in, but I think they're just going to shove this out.
It looks like they're looking for a tower attack, maybe?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know
Joey
Macho was
is
that
coming.
tanky.
Yeah, I mean, it's Leona with...
Leona, that W resistance is very strong.
Yeah, I think they are. Joey is leaving, but Nico and Viego are pathing down bot. Green does spot them, so they're going to scoot on out of there.
Oh yeah, take that gold plating and bounce right before they hits that. Oh wait, I'm sorry. No, we're at 15 minutes. For some odd reason, I thought we saw gold plating.
Right.
Plating still happening. I don't know why. I could have sworn I just saw that just a couple moments ago, but I have no idea. And then back to top side we go.
Yeah, really just having such a tough time against this Shin. Panda going back in. Oh, even more action in the bot lane. Alistar does knock the Ezreal out, but Chovy uses ultimate. We got 2 TPs coming in.
Oh my god.
Wow, Green's just dead.
Yeah.
Watch is dead. Eric's able to shift out, but great answer by the side of Lilac.
That was kind of fantastic. Yeah, you just, Shen teleported right on in, or I'm sorry, used the ulti to get on in.
Yeah,
Yep.
and he's just able
right
to... Yeah, just able to TP and go back up top.
Incredible.
I'm forgetting, did they pick Shen into Aurelia, or did Aurelia pick into Shen?
I don't have the
Aurelia
right
was
now.
picked into Shin, I believe.
I disagree with that. Like, Shen just wins really hard early, so he's able to just have Cryo on lane, and then use those ult and TPs to get free plays bot and accelerate their scaling ADC, so I really like the... I'm not sure why they would pick Aurelia here, but...
Do you think
Yeah,
it would
and
have made a
after that
difference if Drive-By would have teleported down as well?
Oh, no, it looked very one-sided.
Okay.
But the problem is the fact that, like, Shen has priority ahead of time, so he's able to look for those plays. Yeah.
Sorry, Primus, what were you saying?
Oh, you're good. Just saying, like, after that fight, Lilac is now 2,500 gold ahead. This Jinx Rock is starting to hurt. Everyone, let's see, on the side of Lilac, we have 3 mythics that are finished. Choby's going in. Leona trying to lock down that Alistar. He did use his ultimate, so he is very tanky. Leona coming in, Ezreal coming in. So Shmi does die, but for you over here in the top lane, gonna try and answer for 1-for-1. I don't think that Panda will be able to get out of this. Force to flash out, but there's just so much lockdown from Viego and Shin.
I know it was worth kind of trying to get out of the Viego ultimate, but you had to save that flash to get over the wall at least, because Viego already used his dash over. Shen would have been really the only one to get over with the taunt, but that's alright. We could see that on the outside looking in, but in the middle of the moment, as you guys know, it's completely different. You don't get to see everything. And that is going to be the second dragon now. It's going to be picked up by Team Meme of Dreams or Team Green. Even though they're slightly down in kills, they are doing pretty well in the objective, Oh,
Yeah, but
second.
Jinx just got out. Just overextended a little bit.
Not positioned like that when you're yeah.
Yeah, and just look how many pink wards Green has on this bot side. They had 3. 4, actually, if you count the one in the blue side jungle.
That's insane. Oh my god, look at all that. They could see their whole team coming from a mile away if need be. Uh-oh, looks like Chobi's might be getting a little bit greedy, but no one's there to answer.
Yeah, it's just that Alistair, so I think he will get out just fine.
Yeah.
He has the ulti coming up soon, so it should be good.
But clearing
Yeah,
out
just
all
clearing
that
vision at the moment.
Yeah, just... I really want to know the vision score. Oh, wait, we have it right there. My apologies. All right, yeah, Diana's at 22. I mean, they're looking both pretty good on both sides. Like, they're doing the most, but look at the top side difference. Aurelia has 16 compared to the 8 for Shen, but... you know, the 1, 2, and 0, she's had a lot of time to stay up there. As you can see, she pushed in topside already, got that first tower gold. But it's going to put her team slightly still behind, but definitely catching up there. Like you guys mentioned, the scaling from the Diana, you know, from the Anivia as well. But it doesn't work so much with the with Irelia. Doesn't she kind of fall off between mid and late game?
Actually, the new Aurelia scales extremely well because they added a new reduced cooldown to her Q with ultimate level. So level 16, I think her Q goes down to a 4-second cooldown without CDR. So she actually scales a lot better than she previously had. But we'll have to see if she can do anything.
That makes sense. That makes sense to me, definitely.
Yeah, and it looks like everyone has their completed mythic outside of Viego and Aurelia, who went for that Blade of the Rune King first item. Viego with the Noon Quiver, so it looks like he's going to be going for a Shield Bow or Kraken Slayer. I have seen some Viegos go for the Divine Sunder, but looks like that is not going to be his
choice. No, Blade of... Alright. So, what, he's going to go, like you said, Kraken Slayer more than likely second here?
Kraken Slayer or Shield Bow. They both have the same components, so... ultimate coming out from Nico. Chobi is locked out. And the Shin ultimate comes. Chobi is... Oh, he flashes out. He will live. And Anivia gets the kill on Nico, but Duckmark will die for it.
Kind of worth. Oh, we have more
Chobi going back in. Wow, looks like, yeah, and Matcha's dead as well. So much lockdown from the side of Lilac. That was very well played on their part.
Really well played. They know how to CC chain extremely well. Tell us a little bit, like, how do you feel, like, what is your guys' mindset when you go against either one of these teams, really? Like, what is your main focus? And, like, what insight could you give to the people looking out there, like, the caliber of which these teams play at? And a little bit here after this 1v1.
Yeah, a little bit. It looks like Panda actually is going to come back and get that shutdown gold on Viego. Aurelia is not someone, I'd say outside of the Shin, you want to 1v1. For you, being a little ambitious, thinking, you know, he could kill the Aurelia. But Panda, it looks like we'll get out. Does get rooted by that Nico, but he will go try and spend that wonderful shutdown gold.
Yeah, well, what was that, 1,000 that just went on over to him? He had it it was 700, didn't he?
He had a 300 gold bounty, so it was something like, what, 600?
Gotcha. Yep, 600 altogether. Not too bad at all. But yeah, we're just going to go right back into the regular gameplay. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a break, you know, from all the action. Like I said, the director camera doesn't even know what to do some of these times, you know.
Yeah, just so much, so many fights. You know, it took us a little while to get that first blood, but now it's just been a waterfall effect or a snowball effect of shenanigans from each side. Lilac coming out ahead on the past couple fights, but I definitely think that they are going to have to contest this third Drake. They popped the Herald so that they could have mid prio, but looks like Green is just going to try and kill it and then secure this dragon.
Yeah, they got to get rid of that early. But going back to the original question, though, before we go ahead and get in here, we got 10 seconds. So, Aaron, what is it like versing either one of these teams? We'll go ahead and start with Lilac. Like, what's the mindset that you guys have to focus on? Mainly, like, getting jungle the least ahead, or, like, what's your main concern? Oh, hold on. There we go. To me personally, I think, like, oh my god, look at all that damage from Prince Mondrius. That is just a machine gun.
Yeah, Ezreal
with 2 items is the force to be reckoned.
Yeah, it is.
Lots of poke.
Oh, Shmi is like, he's not gonna be able to be a part of it. Look at that, he's almost dead.
Yeah, he has that completed merman.
Okay,
so he is doing a lot of damage. Matcha going in, Ezreal coming out. The Nico only grabbing Matcha Shin ulted in, is going for that backline. But it looks like Green's gonna come out on top of this one. Jinx will die to the Anivia. Duckmark will lose his life for it, but great job on the side of Green. That is a ace for them. 1 for 5, and they get their 3rd Drake, so they are on Orange Soul Point.
Absolutely.
Ocean, excuse me, words.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, they're on Soul Point. That was a great turnaround. It was what, 5 for 1? Only Duckmark losing his life there, getting a triple kill as well. I mean, that was some very good gameplay. I'm personally gonna have to give that to Prince Manjuice, who's just sitting there constantly throwing out the Qs, essentially making Mr. Schmid completely useless, just landing all of them. He was down to like 30% health by the start of that team fight, and they just played really well off that. They were able to just effectively get away from the engage capability that was essentially just Shmi at that point, and continue poking him down. You know, they had to burn the Shen ulti early so that way Shmi wasn't dead almost immediately, even though he was already not looking too good before they even officially
Repented was able to get into the fight and, you know, try and get to the backline, but he just wasn't able to do enough damage to kill Duckmark or Panda.
Insane. I really like that. And just like, alright, Omni, right now you're on Team Lilac. Like, what's our main focus? You know that we could team fight. If you're sitting there, are you one of the shot callers of your team, or do you just like, alright, I'll do this?
Well, can I talk about like my team later? But not like, just focus on
Oh yeah. No, you're completely fine. But like right now, you're the shot caller for this team. What are we doing? What's the move right now?
For Team Lilac?
Yeah.
Okay, I think they need to set up for these fights better, and if honestly they have a really hard time because they get outranged by Anivia and Ezreal, it's pretty hard. So I think they need to either have Nico look for a flash engage, maybe with the channel, or maybe I'll throw a flash engage.
Yeah, it looks like we might have a kickoff.
For you, looks like Duckmark is caught out here and is just gonna die to the Viego. And also Viego getting a 300 gold shutdown on Duckmark.
Whew, that's gross. They keep on trading these shutdowns back and forth. The only one that's left now is Ezreal. He's gonna give a nice 650 gold to one lucky member of Team Lilac, maybe.
Yeah, I think it will be a little tough for Lilac to get to the Ezreal at the start of the fight unless Viego or Shin are able to get to that backline. But they do have to get past an Anivia wall and a Leona with 3 different ways that she can stun you.
That's true. Lots of engage right now, and I mean their main focus, they have a lot of damage all the way around, so it's really difficult to say, okay, let's lock down this one person and focus on the rest of the team, because as you know, just Anivia is going to sit there in the back with their ultimate. We have Ezreal just constantly throwing out these Qs. Meanwhile, we have Panda and Chobi both engaging on the backline as fast and hard as possible, so that puts Java and Georgia kind of in a weird spot. So I think Repented and Shmi need to stay back a little bit, and then Foryu's essentially, he can't just dive in there alone. He'll die immediately getting 1v5. So they're going to have to wait, I think, for Panda and Chobi to really engage, then focus on those two, while also simultaneously playing a mini game of called Dodge Ezreal Qs to try to become effective in these team fights at all. But we'll see how they play around it. The Dragon's going to be up in another minute and a half here. This is Soul Point now for Team Meme of Dreams or Team Green. And this could potentially be the second Dragon for Team Lilac. Still about a 2,000 gold lead now. But this is going to be for Team Green instead of Team Lilac. So that is one thing that they did come back. They managed to switch the tides on that. And we might have nope, they're just clearing the vision now. I was going to say we might have some Baron action here soon from Team Lilac, but nope, just clearing that out for right now.
Yeah, just getting vision on it. I think just this next fight is just going to be that, whether Green can get the soul. There is going to be I'm assuming a spicy fight here at this Dragon Pit. Green does have a lot of vision, and they have the priority on this Dragon, so we will see if Lilac is able to break through all that vision. Most likely they'll want to blow up the Anivia or Ezreal.
Right.
They can.
Yeah, Anivia doesn't have passive, I believe. Let me double check that, though. That's still down for about 85 more seconds, and we're gonna have some fighting.
So won't have it for the fight. Matcha going in. Then Equal's gonna be on both Matcha and Panda. Huge ult by Chobi, but I don't think it's gonna be enough to win the fight. Prince doing a lot of damage on the Ezreal, so there is no more Jinx. Nivea's still able to throw abilities over the wall. Horyu's gonna die to Prince, and Green just swayed the fight in their favor, and they're just gonna now take the soul.
Insane. Green had Lilac had like a slight glimpse of hope there for a moment in 4U, but Prince manages just able to get out of range. That was wildly good gameplay mechanics from Manus just to stay out of range of that Viego. I was about to say, like, Primus, I know this looks familiar, you just kind of like almost pentakilled 2 times in the last game.
Right.
So, I was hoping to see some Viego quadras, pentas, anything there, but just came up a little bit short. Like, he's strong, but I don't know, the combination of Duckmark and now Prince being 5-0 and 5, like they're
this
doing
Ezreal
really well.
Watch this.
All right. Well, they're just gonna go ahead and
I think Chobi also had a really good impact on the fight. While there was a Zonia's by Duckmark, Chobi was able to get a 4-man ult on the Diana. Pull in 4 people, and I believe Eric or Prince Manjus was able to get away after that.
Yeah, and both top laners though were looking pretty even. I mean, it was kind of like one-sided there for a little bit. It looked like Repented was doing really well on top side over Aurelia, but she's able to get a few of those shutdowns. Her farm is right there with Shen, so like she's been able to do a whole lot. But I don't necessarily know these top lane matchups very well, so I can't really say for 100% certain what needs to happen, but hold on.
Chobi caught out. Zonia popped. Liena going in to save him, but the Nico ult coming out. Oh, just totally blows up Chobi. Viego coming in the back line, and reset. He just kills everyone.
Oh my god. 3 kills?
Soon to be 4. It looks like the Nivea is going to get a kill in return. Egg pops, but I don't think that the Nivea will be able to live through that one. So 3 kills for Viego in that fight, and I believe they're just going to take that top tower and then probably the Baron.
Interesting. Would you push top tower first over Baron, or would you just focus?
They might not be. I think. Well, it looks like the Shin is still bot. I don't think that they'll use the TP. I mean, I guess they're just gonna get the free gold from the top turret and then just clear all this Baron vision. I don't think they're gonna go for it.
Right. Understandable. Well, that's all right. Now, Drive-By Panda's just gonna go ahead, get out of there. They're gonna go ahead and reset as a team, and I'd be pushing for the Baron if I was Team Lilac during that last little stint there where you had 4 out of the 5 members dead. But taking a top lane is pretty good too. You're kind of down in towers right now, but now that we're back pretty much even in gold and in kills, it's 16-16, 32 minutes, so 1 kill a minute. This game's going like the pacing, just like you guys said, started, pretty slow in the beginning, but now we're just having these more and more team fights, one side, the other side, one side, the other side, and 40's doing tremendous work right now on this Viego. Like you guys said, very, very balanced, 200 ears, and he's just one of those top people, and I would expect to see some bans coming, or different bans coming in next game. Like, if you guys had to pick, out of the already available champion pool from this game, who would you want to get rid of from both sides? Or would you just keep the same bans that we had from the draft already?
I mean, Viego ban is definitely looks to be justified. 9, 3, and 4 on this Viego, 350 shutdown. Like, he is a monster right now. But Prince Manjus is pretty fed on this Ezreal as well, 5, 1, and 6. He has his finished Frozen Heart, Merman, and Sunder, so he is going to be actually quite hard to kill for an 80 carry. So I think those 2 would probably be the first bans for each of these teams. I don't think any of the other picks are completely, for 100% a ban.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And here we go. We have some action coming into the bot side as well.
Yeah, I think Panda just wins these 1v1s now. Even though Shin is very tanky, Rylionn with the shield belt still has so much sustain, and while running Conqueror. So those extended trades, I think Rylionn still wins those.
Okay, no, definitely, and you know, yeah, like I said, the Conqueror coming in from the heals as well. I mean, even though they have the Thornmail, there's just, I don't think Thornmail does enough against these kind of matchups. Like the healing just kind of outweighs the Grievous Wounds effects. And we do have some chasing going on here towards 4U. They're going to get deep into enemy jungle, just drop some wards and bounce from there. So, you know, they're trying to play it safe. They have the Ocean Soul. You know, Baron's still up, so I'd be trying to be making a play for that right now. If I was team even.
Yeah, it looks like Green, they have all that vision on the both objectives, actually. If you look, you know, Lilac doesn't have any vision past their jungle. They have a couple wards on their blue side jungle and in the bottom side, but they have no vision in the river. They're going to clear and ward right now, but Green doing really well with their vision around objectives at the moment.
Absolutely, and just to let you all know at home there, Omni had to go, though. He said he was not feeling too well, so he will not be here for the rest of the cast, but that is okay, because Primus and myself will definitely be taking over from here, so that's the reason why. But that is all right. We have some nice trading going on here into the mid lane.
Duckmark using the Zonias. I think he will fall here, having to flash. He does have the egg, so I don't think 4U will stay for that tower dive, but Green coming in for backup. But Anivia will not have egg for the next fight, or the Zonias.
Oh, no, she will not. Oh.
Wow, amazing knockup by Shmi, but I think Green just has so much peel, but they're still going. Shin goes in on Chobi there, but I think, wow, so much poke, and then Chobi goes back in, kill the Alistair, which I think Shmi was just a little too far forward. Oh, and Jinx gets hit by the Anivia snowball Q. Oh, wow. Yeah, and Green just cleans up, and they just get a free Elder now.
Oh my god. Yeah, 4U's still alive, though, in the back
there,
but they're gonna run him down.
Yeah, everyone's dead. They don't need to send, you know, everyone to drag, so they will send the bot lane to chase the Viego.
Oh, yeah.
Pop to the GA.
Yeah, that's a good
big.
Thing. Woo!
And he's dead. That is it. One big Ezreal now.
Yeah. Ezreal 8-1 and 8. Yeah, they got an Elder Drag. They're gonna go ahead and go straight to the Baron after that. They already seen the mistakes coming in from Team Lilac when they didn't secure that Baron. They're like, we are not making the same mistakes. We have the Elder. Let's keep our advantage rolling. We'll take the Baron. We'll reset from there. And then we might just go ahead and push it down. I'm not saying this game's over, but now this is just an even bigger mountain to climb for Team Lilac to overcome. But it is possible, though. It is definitely possible. We've seen the team fights, but just not with an Elder buff and not with a Baron buff, so it's going to make these team fights a little bit difficult. They can outlast it for the next couple of minutes. I would definitely say Lilac is still in here, but Team Green really wants to take full advantage of their Baron Elder double buff and probably end the game here.
Yeah, Green just had so much sustain from that Ocean Soul. And, you know, they have so much peel, you know, all the CC coming from Matcha. Prince is able to Arcane Shift away from any danger. Aurelia can just jump around and basically she can use that Q to get away. But that Ocean Soul, I mean, you could see, you know, as Green is able to disengage, heal back up, and then just go right back in. You know, Chobi goes back in and gets a big Diana ultimate on, I believe, 3 people, and Prince is just able to poke him down and press Q every 30 seconds or every 5 seconds.
Yeah, and we have here Drive by Panda is going to go ahead and take his Baron buff to the top side. Meanwhile, mid is going to get Siege down. The first inhibitor is going to fall there. And yeah, they just have a little bit longer to go. Bot lane still has 2 towers.
And Nico caught out here, 2x in on the top side. That's funny. The Elder buff sound went off, but I think that was right as the Zonias went out.
Right.
For you in the backline, but I think he's just gonna get held down. Shin they're just spending so many resources trying to get to this Ezreal, but he is just peeling too well, and that's gonna be the game for Team Green. Congratulations. We will be going to game 2.
Yes, game number 2 is going to be happening here, and congratulations to Team Meme Team of Dreams.
Meme Team of Dreams.
There we go. Is going to go ahead and be the winners of game number 1. So let me go ahead and give you all your channel points. I know you guys hard wanted that. And Tilted Love with the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you so very much. We have here for Meg Atrivian, thank you. Destroya, Pure CPU, Aaron Omniside. Hey, look at that. Aaron, you got a sub there. And we have Hottest Cashier NA. And Jenna's saying that we have a Chobi diff.
Tilted always loves throwing those gift subs.
Absolutely.
But yeah, really strong showing from Green. I think just their priority on getting, for Chobi and crew to get the vision on those objectives. They basically had dragon priority in the pit for pretty much every single dragon other than that Cloud Drake that Lilac was able to pick up.
Absolutely. No, I 100% agree with that. And I don't know. It was really teeter-tottery for a big portion of that game. Lilac was definitely getting in some really good team fights, but it was just really difficult for them to deal with the Ezreal directly. I think that was like their biggest obstacle to get over, because the constant Q action, Q, over and over and over again, just to be able to just poke him down enough before these really, really relevant team fights and important team fights like we saw around Dragon happening. And I think that was going on Soul Point, if I'm not mistaken. That's when Shmi got that done. And EMP Dave said, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and do it myself, and I'm going to go ahead and put another sub in there. Thank you so much, EMP Dave, for the 3rd month in a row for the Tier 1 sub as well. Lots of sub action happening in this game. Like I said, we get to 100, Wookie and I are going to do a hot tub stream. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just going to keep saying it out loud.
I'm all for it.
He said I'm...
Can't wait. If I wasn't, several hundred miles away, a couple thousand miles away, I would join as well, but I am in Texas, not Florida, so...
Spirit Airlines ticket's like $50. That's not that bad.
I'll never fly Spirit. Ugh.
We're not sponsored by Spirit, but hey, we want to be. And, got to get my Powerade action in there as well. Also not subbed, but hey, we want to be. I'm going to keep saying that until we get some kind of sponsor from somebody. Someone's got to offer the money somewhere. But, yes, game number 2. We have a little bit of a pause in between each of the games just to let everybody go ahead and, catch their breath. We always see like a huge mental reset as well. This league is notorious for just having these really, really, not, I would say difficult, because that was pretty even throughout the majority of it, but we see a lot of these games where it's like 2 to 38, and the next game is just the complete opposite. It's kind of insane, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to go ahead and also turn you up there to see if that solves the microphone issue. There we are. So you are a little bit louder there, my friend. And there we go. But yes, we should be getting these invites here soon. I will go ahead. I already gave the points out to everybody, but let's go ahead and break down that draft from last time. And while we do that, I'll go ahead and pull it up once again for all of you folks. Hold on one moment. Here it is. And I'll go ahead and put that onto the screen for you guys. There it is. And yeah, just going through, I mean, who would you give up this game, like, for the draft itself? Like, who would you get rid of in a ban to go ahead and ban this time? Like, who were your biggest problem children, do you think, for Team Lilac directly? I would say the Diana
for sure,
and the Ezreal. Yeah,
definitely that Ezreal. Eric, doing most damage in the game. I believe it was, let's see what the damage was. I don't have, I was spectator, so I'm not able to pull it up, but it did insane amounts of damage on the Ezreal. He's queuing so much, and he's so hard to kill because he had Frozen Heart and Sunder. Like, he's a tanky AD carry. Like, yeah, I believe the Shin, Merpenta did his best and was, constantly trying to jump to that backline, but for you as well, they just weren't able to get any kills on him. And, the Anivia egg, Anivia being squishy, but, Diego couldn't get the reset because of the egg. So whenever the egg was up, for you would have to, after he bursted the Anivia, he'd have to switch, try and kill the Ezreal, which was just not possible.
Right. No, it did make it difficult. I mean, a lot of times Chobi was getting, or not Chobi, I'm sorry. Duckmark was getting saved by that Anivia passive there, and that's what it's there for. That makes the diving a little bit difficult, and a few times where For You couldn't really capitalize on that, and he was able to at least pop the passive, which made it a little bit more difficult for the team fights. But then at that point, you already wasted a lot of your resources just to get the passive off. Oh, they need the spectator link? Okay. I thought they wanted the... Hold on 1 second. There we go. But yeah, no, definitely... I really liked game number 1. They definitely proved me wrong, Meme Team of Dreams. I thought there would be a lot more disengage coming in from Team Lilac to go ahead and move forward. But I don't know. I don't know what happened. They just didn't capitalize on it enough. I don't think they had enough lockdown comparative to the Leona with the Anivia stuns, along with the Irelia stuns as well. It just became too much to overcome. Along with the poking that Ezreal was just providing and the burst coming in from the Diana, it was just a whole lot of stuff to deal with. And hold on 1 second here.
Smee tried his best, jumping in with the Alistair. Several times he would, Hex Flash and get a 3-man knockup, but they just weren't able to have enough follow-up to burst down the side of green.
Right. And
a lot of beef coming from Chad about my beard. Yeah, sometimes I like to try and grow it out. It doesn't work. It's never gonna look like yours, Rylionn. But
that's okay. I put it back. I put the cameras back up for everybody. But no, take that back. I would like to see some responses from the people. Like, what does y'all beards look like? If we got some epic ones, please post them, and then we'll be able to see it. Hopefully, nothing crazy though. That's for damn certain. So this is... Hold on 1 second. I could have sworn that I had this all up and ready. So this is for Obi. The captain's link. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that is, but I'll go ahead and give captain's link here. I think. I'm not sure. This is blue side. I'm trying to give them the damn links for this game, but it's not happening very well. This is red side link, I promise you. This one's red. And
I'm just getting massacred in the chat right now, but nothing I can't handle. They like to roast me as much as possible.
Oh my god. No, that's alright. I don't know what's going on or these draft links. I'm not too familiar with them, but this is definitely, I believe I'm giving it to the right people here. And, this should be red side link. And this is a blue side link. If I'm not mistaken.
The same spectator link, correct?
No, definitely not. I'll go ahead and give you the spectator link right now.
Or the one in lobby currently.
Are they already doing a draft? Because I have nothing.
No. I was just talking about the link.
Okay. This is the link right here for spectator for you and I. I believe.
Looks like we have another Cloud9 fan in the chat.
Hey.
I am representing.
There we
Love
go.
it. My favorite team since, even since they were Quantic, I've been a big fan of them. Back in, I think their first split was season 4, I believe. 2013 or 2014.
And this one is blue. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this whole thing like kind of squared away, but it should be good. Okay, I feel like they all got it. I feel like they're all on the same page now. We should be starting here momentarily, I believe. If not, they'll go ahead, they'll figure it out. I'm getting tired of this already. This is why, if you guys have any recommendations or have any interest in becoming a host for Team Gap, so that way casters like myself do not have to deal with this behind the scenes stuff, that would be
Right.
absolutely amazing. Please go ahead, drop some interest in the chat at some point, and one of the mods should be able to reach out to go ahead and give you the opportunity. Please, I'm begging you, for the love of God, help us. But
They were asking about the back of my shirt. It actually does say Primus Multis, so
hey,
it was an extra $10, well worth it.
100% worth it. I would agree with that. Anyways, I would love to get something that said Rylionn right on the back. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's gonna be like hard stuck silver team, but that's okay, cause I can see you being on a Cloud9 like sub team or anything like that. That is extremely epic, though. I do like that.
Yeah, if Cloud9 ever needs a person to be a sub in the Silver League, then Cloud9 wants to have an amateur lineup, then they can definitely give me a call.
Well, hey, Cloud9, the ball's in your court. We have the offer out there. You just need to go ahead and pick it up.
I'm basically as good as Fudge was in Lock-In. Yeah, I'm definitely not where Fudge is now. He is cracked at the moment, playing out of his mind on that Viego the other day.
I don't know if they're starting draft anytime soon or what's going to be going on with that. Let me just ask if the links work, because who knows. But yes,
right.
We are definitely looking to expand, video production, things like that. So once again, if anybody has any interest in doing so, please let us know, and we'll go ahead and allow you to work on that, because we need help. But it looks like here. Okay.
Yeah, Dave, we're not going to talk about that game too. Actually, against your team, Rylionn, our scrim for the Silver League.
I definitely do remember that, and it was, I think it was 1-1.
Right.
Okay, there we go. So they just used a completely different set of draft, and there we are. So they just said, we'll use the ones that we had, and I'll go ahead and pull it up for all of you wonderful folks. There we go. This is going to be for game number 2. Let me go ahead and get that pulled up. There we are.
Yeah, looks like they're already almost at the second round. Bans coming from green are going to be Set, Thresh, and Seraphine. Yeah, I guess when they're on blue side, that makes sense. And on the side of Lilac, we have Katarina, Fiora, and Ezreal. First pick, Aurelia for Team Green. Prioritizing that Aurelia for Panda.
Absolutely. I mean, he did do a phenomenal job. He was able to keep the tempo up in top side, even though, he got slightly behind in the beginning there. And then we have the Braum and the Nocturne also coming in from Team Green as well. We have Leona and Misfortune now on the bot side, and then Volibear's the jungle coming in for Team Lilac. So 4U's going to switch it up a little bit, go like that heavy engage tank damage Volibear, into the Nocturne, who's more like a one-target assassin type person. And I think they played relatively safe, not a lot of mobility on Misfortune, so we'll see where Nocturne's going to pretty much be camping out at. And then we have here the J4 band coming in from Team Meme of Dreams, and we have, which is interesting, and then we have the Sivir band coming in for Team Lilac over here.
I believe the Volibear is a flex pick. I think it can go either top or jungle,
okay.
So I think the meme team thinks that the Volibear is going top, so I think that's what they're assuming.
Good point. I don't know for certain, but they definitely, just in case if that isn't 4U's Volibear, that they're just going to go and just get rid of the J4 and the Lilia. That's kind of bold, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them. And then the Z band coming in from Team Lilac as the final one here. So I I don't know if I would have dedicated 2 bans to a potential already picked role. Okay, Kindred. Okay, so that was, it looks like, dedicated towards that. And the Volibear is more than likely going top. I know Kindred is somewhat of a laner. I mean, I've seen her as ADC definitely, but I don't expect Misfortune to go anywhere besides that. So if I'm not mistaken, it would be Volibear top, Kindred in the jungle, if I'm going to be predicting, I guess.
Yeah, I believe so. I've played a lot of Volibear top. Still kind of strong. He's probably going to be building that Sunder, going for that Bruiser build, and a Jax answer on the side of green for that Volibear.
Absolutely, yeah. That's going to be a really strong just lane pick in general because he can either stay to the lane and keep on pushing hardcore, and meme team's going to stick with the Anivia mid pick as well. So the Irelia and the Anivia are going to stick around, and no one from the last rotation is staying in for Team Lilac here. Let's see what the final one is going to be, and this is going to determine, I guess, where everyone's going 100%. But
yeah, I'm actually. Were those the correct picks? Because it doesn't look like there is an 80 carry for Meme Team of Dreams, so it's potentially an Anivia bot if those are the correct picks. I don't know why they would put Jax or Aurelia in the bot lane.
Good point. Let's find out. Just want to confirm. Oh, well, yeah, one and confirm. That works too. I don't know. I went ahead.
Interesting. Yeah. So that is their
yeah.
plan.
Absolutely no ADC. That is very. And meanwhile, we have 3 ADCs coming in for Team Lilac over here. We have Corki, Kindred, and Misfortune. So they're gonna go.
Yeah. Honestly, they're probably gonna put that Aurelia in the bot lane. I do recall Eric loves to play Aurelia, so putting him on a comfort pick. So we'll see how this will pan out.
I can see either Jax or Aurelia pretty much going in to the bot lane there, and I really like that the Braum was picked as a follow-up to either one of them. So we'll get the confirmation here in the next few moments, but in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start the predictions for you wonderful folks at home. Here we go. And we have EMP. It's like, I love weird shiz happening in my bot side. That's dope. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And just based, I don't know, 3 ADCs versus 3 kind of like bruisers in general.
Bruisers, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which one I'm gonna be siding with here, because Lilac, you know, the Corki, the Misfortune, and the Kindred, those are going to be some problems if they can't control it. You know what I mean? So we'll see how it goes here. And
yeah, and the Jax is in fact Jax top Nocturne jungle, so it will be that Aurelia bot lane. Anivia locked in for mid, so it's definitely going to be a kill lane. Green is going to do as much as they can to just keep jumping on that Misfortune Leona.
This is a lot of channel points required to hydrate. Well, we do that on our own as well. You know, we always have to have, you know, a single bottle here just in case, you know, various liquids. Some people prefer milk, others people prefer water, Powerade, soda. Haven't had any liquor yet. We have had some beer. I have seen beer, but that is pretty much it so far. But yeah, judging based off of the gameplay itself, I'm gonna go with Meme Team of Dreams. It's just because it's such a weird comp that I can't see it not working. That's not me saying that I hope for the 2-0, because I definitely don't. I want to be greedy. I want this to go all the way to Game 3 as much as possible.
Yeah, I want to be here all night. Let's go to Game 3. But we'll see what happens. It looks like the channel is citing for Team Green to win. So far, 2,500 to 100 points for the side of Green.
Yeah, they are not messing around this game at all. They are going for all the glory, all the gold, And let me go ahead and get these scores also updated. Right now, Green leads the series 1-0 over Team Lilac, starting there on red side, or Team Smiley Face and Team Meme of Dreams for their official team names, because we do have those this season. I do love that. Definitely look into, like I said, those predictions, get those things finalized out. We have here another couple of minutes left on that. In the meantime, let me go ahead and get this all updated as well. I'm going to hide everything here so that way you all can't see me work on it. But yeah, I mean, overall, who did you say was your overall pick for the winner? You wanted to have
Green. I mean, for how they played in that first game, if they can do the same thing and get all that priority on all those objectives, get that Dragon Soul, get that Elder Drake, I think that they'll come out with another win. It's going to be I'm looking forward to this bot lane. It's probably going to be real spicy. Leona does have a lot of tools to stop the Aurelia from getting to the Misfortune, but we will see if they're able to stop this Aurelia from popping off.
I agree. I think they're going to have the capabilities, definitely, of being able to do so. Oops. Get my icons back over here. I don't know how well this ADC thing is going to play out the later this game goes. So if they're able to get it done early, then more power to them, and then that's going to go ahead and lead to a game 3. But with the amount of lockdown, Braum Jax or Braum Nocturne, Braum Irelia, those are really difficult people to get away from in general, because we have the stuns coming in from both Irelia and Jax, we have the passive stun coming in from Braum, we have the fear coming in from Nocturne, the Anivia slows, the Anivia stun. This is a lot of lockdown, and we have a very, very squishy ADC, 3 ADC comp over here for Team Lilac. The Volibear and the Leona are going to be just right there in front, taking as much as possible, and right as soon as Leona and Volibear engage, Nocturne, Jax, and Aurelia are hopping onto that back line, without a shadow of a doubt. And there's no doubt in my mind, 1v1ing, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Bruisers versus the ADCs. Unless they could do some incredible kiting, which I'm sure they have the capabilities of being able to do so, it's just going to be difficult to do, to overcome. So my final analysis definitely is going to be Team Green, and they're going to walk away 2-0 with this, is my final analysis on this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they just have a comp that I don't think Lilac was expecting. And the Jax, the Nocturne, the Aurelia, they're definitely going to be able to get to that back line, because that's just how those champs are designed. Nocturne especially is just going to fly right past that Volibear, with that paranoia.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's just going to go. And out of all the targets as well, I mean, I would kind of try to go towards Kindred first. I mean, Corki is also a pain. So, it's going to be difficult, but you got to focus. You got to focus on Kindred, because she's able to keep people alive at least for a little bit longer. She gets the healing. Javakula kind of stands still, so Matcha can definitely counter that easily. Corki's going to be able to fly in, though. It's just, if Corki does not have package, then it's going to be kind of a difficult team fight for them, versus when Corki does have his package, that's going to give them the slight advantage overall. But game number 2 is going to be underway here in the next couple of moments. It's going to be starting once again. Team Green, or Team Meme of Dreams, starting on the blue side this time, is going to be leading the series 1-0. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I have all of these things set up correctly. Yes, I do. Perfect. And yeah, here we go. And we'll go ahead and turn the camera back on, so that way we can go ahead and wait officially for this game to start. But I'm very much looking forward to it. Huge shout out to all of you guys who have tuned in here tonight's match. Much, much appreciated. And of course, the subs were also much appreciated. But with that being said, let's get back to game number 2. Let's get it. I love it. Do you think we're going to see an actual invade this time? Or do you just want, not want, but do you expect them to go ahead and go with the,
Yeah, I really hope Green is able to get an early advantage for their bot lane. The poke from the Misfortune will be a bit troublesome for Aurelia early. But it looks like Green will try and invade. Jax is pathing bot, so it looks like they're going to try and go through that bottom river.
Let's see. Yep, everyone is going towards the bot side. I love it. I love to see it. Come on. Let's get in there. Yeah, okay. You think they're just going to stick into the lane, or you think no, they're going to try to actually go for the... Yeah, no, they're going for the blue. They're going the long.
Yeah, they're going for it. Kindred currently mid, so
Yeah.
I wonder... There is no vision on the river for Lilac right now.
Shmi's
Shmi's gonna get caught out here.
Uh-oh.
And he's... the Braum passive didn't go off. Shmi able to flash away, but... yeah, very good by the side of Green to, you know, path in a way that Lilac would not see them. Although Lilac just didn't have any vision on that river. So they were not prepared. Lilac is answering by taking Chobi's blue at the moment. Jax will be pathing towards that to spot them out. So Chobi will most likely just move over to the red side, blue. Yeah, Jax spots them, so yeah, Chobi's probably just going to run straight to the other blue buff.
Yep, and let's see if he's able to go ahead and steal it. Oh yeah, he's going to be able to steal it effectively. I mean, Racer's doing a great job of staying around Kindred, just ensuring that the blue gets to him, but they might, like you just stated, just going to go straight from red to blue, get a blue buff on his own, so he's not losing too much.
Right.
Nice poking going back and forth here, though. Macho.
Although Jax is able to dissuade the Kindred from getting the blue sooner, so Chobi's actually already on the red side blue. Jax reset that blue several times, so a little behind on the jungle clear for the Kindred. So Chobi will have a bit more time to gank other lanes. Looks like bot's pretty pushed up. They are going back and... but there is no vision for them in the river, so they are pretty pushed up. Chobi in the blue side jungle could potentially go for a gank here.
And also knowing that Shmi has no flash for the next couple of minutes, you know, this could definitely leave them up to a little bit of ganking opportunities. And Drive-By Panda engaging, missing the stun barely. Great job from Racer to get out of that. He's going to go to engage on his own, does get the stun off, and the lightning strike as well. Great trade for Repented, very nice, and Drive-By Panda's going to have to respect that. Once again, it's going to be that Grasp the Undying versus Conqueror aspect, and yep, there we go. Chobi's going to go ahead and make his way down the bot side. He already cleared out everything. They cleared out each other's jungles, so we kind of knew that that was going to happen, definitely. So you have jungles kind of missing for the first couple of minutes. They're going to be doing some
Yeah, I will say we should hope, you know, Green is hoping to get some mid-prow here so that Chobi can double scuttle, because that Kindred mark is on that topside scuttle. So they will be, I'm assuming, pathing towards that, although Repented does have that top priority, so I don't think that Green would be able to contest that scuttle. So Kindred will get his first mark, almost 4 minutes into the game.
Not too bad. I don't know the timing on that specifically, but Andrew's getting a little bit excited there, trying to engage. And nice trades going on over for Repented. He's going to take 1-2. Oh, almost gets a third tower shot, but not quite. But still, overall wins that trade very heavily. Even though Drive-By is now level 4, while Repented is still level 3. He's going to be forced to back and probably use an early teleport so that way he doesn't lose too much experience. But, oh, he's actually not going to base.
Yeah, Volibear does have a lot of early game priority. Very, very strong early, so not really surprised of how he's dealing with that Jax.
Here we go, yep.
Really going back in, gets the E.
Beautiful. Those Braum you know, those Braum stacks, they're just a menace. Like, they just make you get off there. But Mr. Smith's going to go in and re-engage on the first man juice, but those Braum stacks are going to be right there. Oh, first blood not in time. He's going to go on over to Java Cool. He's going to pick up a double kill, maybe? Oh my god, Mr. Shmi definitely was like, you're not getting away this time. Java Cool picks up the double kill. And Georgia, machine gun in the wrong way for just a little bit there, but that's alright. It happens to the best of us. And yeah, 2 kills on over there. That's not what you want in this ranged melee matchup, especially early with a Misfortune. You know, I'm kind of impressed that they're upkeeping with the farm itself, but 2 kills, especially first blood going on over to Java. Let's see if they're going to be able to keep that momentum going and stay ahead here, but we'll see how later on in the game goes. But great job from Javakula overall. Oh, and Schmid, definitely.
Right. I mean, that's just exactly what Green doesn't want. You know, they want to get this Aurelia fed and give Eric the opportunity to carry, but yeah, Leona MF, I guess, just wins that 2v2. Chobi not really able to get there in time to help them.
Yeah, just that third or that fourth hit with the passive to go off is going to be huge. And we have a nice trade going in here by Drive-By Panda, getting repented real low, and yes, gets one more smack in there and ends up getting the kill. And darn, I'm still Inno, or better known as Georgia, getting poked down pretty heavily by Duckmark in the mid lane here.
Yeah, I think that was a little greedy for Repented to, you know, overstay and try and fight the Jax. You know, the Jax having the Conqueror.
You still with me there, Brian?
Yeah, no, I was just watching the volleyball, you know, classic top lane rage TP.
Onto the bot lane, it looks like, yes, he's going to pick up the kill onto Prince Manjuice, and that's going to set him back just a little bit further now. The first Drake, though, on the map is going to be an Ocean Drake, my apologies. And it looks like they're going to secure this quite easily. They have plenty of vision, and this time coming in from Team Lilac. It seems like Red Side's just been getting the better vision aspect, and I don't know if that's just a side thing or whatever, but what side do you feel more comfortable on when you're playing into your matchups? Like with blue side, red side, just in general, like even in solo queue, it's like I kind of prefer this side.
I definitely think that the blue side is a little bit better. Typically has a higher win rate. You know, able to put more priority on that bottom lane to get that early dragon priority. But Lilac, the opposite of last game, able to get first Drake and have a lot of vision on that dragon pit.
Oh, we have an engage though happening into the top side here. SKT Chobi's going to go to engage on to Repented, but he's going to go ahead and bust out the ultimate as well. It's going to be tanky, but is it enough to flash out of there? The tower shot, and they are going to be forced to back. Foley's now looking for a counter gank onto the top side. He is level 5, so he has to be careful for that. He's going to go to engage. The stun does not go off, but the fear does. He's going to jump and leap to him. Repented's doing some serious work as well, but it's not enough, and 2 kills, one on over to Drive-By Panda, the other one to Chobi. Very nice. Close. I like the effort coming in from 4U. It's just that level difference, though, and, you know, Repented already using his ultimate as well. That just made it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, definitely a big jungle difference for that play. Chobi obviously having a better clear at the moment. You know, possibly that late blue take by Kindred put 4U a little bit behind. You know, down 10 CS. So Kindred did not have ult for that, correct?
Nope.
Chobi was at, you know, level 6 and 4U level 5. You know, made a huge difference in that play.
Absolutely, yeah. It is unfortunate because I mean, you know the players, you know what they are capable of, but sometimes it's just a little bit of like a game difference. You know, in levels. I think it would have been smart just to go ahead and back off. You know, Repented already got away essentially at that point. He didn't have to really hard engage there, and you know, with the fear going out from Nocturne as well, just was a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, this MF's just so strong right now.
Having a Noon Quiver, Berserker's Greaves, like, yeah, she's pretty big at the moment, not gonna lie.
Yeah, and kind of hard for... Oh, looks like we got a fight going on.
Yes, there we go. Oh, yep, does stop the Misfortune ulti, though, immediately with the Braum ulti. Mata getting super low as well. Prince Manju's doing what he can, pops the ultimate, but not enough. And that third Braum clock is gonna go off, and unfortunately, Mr. Schmid doesn't get that fourth one on him, so he does go ahead and get both kills once again on over to Javakula, and they are now ahead 4-0. That's insane.
Yeah, this Aurelia pick so far not working out. There's so much lockdown coming from Smee, and you know, Misfortune just able to continuously right click and basically kill the Aurelia.
Yeah, let's I mean, maybe they really wanted a game 3 as well. We don't know these things. You know, Green being ahead kind of puts you at like a more of a relaxed state, I would assume. I'm too serious to play, so it's just like, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type person.
Right.
And not having an ADC kind of is a bummer, you know. I understand that these champions individually are strong, but having 3 ADCs into 0, I know I said in the beginning, I was for Team Mima Dreams because they had these hard engages, but they're playing it really well right now, and it's proving to be not the move.
Yeah. I mean, a non ADC, you know, can play bot. You know, we used to see. I mean, even today, I believe it was. I think Dignitas playing.
Yeah, here we go.
Ziggs
Nice
ADC.
So happening onto the top side as well. We have Chobi now ulting onto the top, and another ulti coming in from Repentant, but it's not enough. And just in case, Anivia was roaming her way towards the top side as well, and that's another kill.
Yeah, no, we can definitely see where each team is putting their priority right now.
Oh,
Obviously, they're trying to get Jax fed on the side of green.
Oh, yeah.
And Lilac, you know, they're actually mostly just winning the 2v2. There hasn't been much help from the Kindred on that bot side, but Chobi and Panda just have 4U's number right now.
Okay, we have a teleport coming in as well. Chobi doing a little bit of sneaky in the bush. We're going to get poked down pretty heavily. Duckmark's going to go ahead and follow up, but the stun does miss, and I think that they should just take the wings back off. The first tower is going to fall here on over to Drive-By Panda. There it goes. And that's going to be just in time now for this Infernal Drake, which is up in 20 seconds. No vision around it, except for in the Tri-Bush and the River Bush, and that's going to go on over to Team Lilac. But other than that, there's not a whole lot going on. And first tower going to Drive-By Panda. Like I said, he doesn't have to necessarily be there for these team fights. He can just stick to the side lane. And we have a deep dive coming in from Mr. Smee onto Prince Manjus. An ulti from both Braum and from Irelia. He's going to pick up his first kill hail. And the bullet time coming in from Java Cool is not going to be enough. And a huge shutdown is going to go on over to Prince Manjus. That is the move that they wanted to
Flash
make.
coming out from Eric.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that was for.
I don't know what that was. Maybe he accidentally was typing and he went ahead and flashed. I don't know if that was a sign of disrespect or what. But Irelia does not have it up for this dragon fight. No, I'm sorry. At the same time, Team Lilac is going to go ahead and pick up the second Drake, which was Infernal as well. So very nice. Yeah. Very nice.
250 gold shutdown going on the Irelia is definitely going to help a little bit for this this lane currently.
Oh, she now's the Blade of the Ruined King.
Yeah, I'm surprised this Misfortune hasn't completed her mythic.
Opted in for the Berserker's Greaves for the early 1100 gold. She had 2400, so I think she could have bought all 3 pieces and then got the Kraken Slayer. But she wanted to opt in for those Berserker's Greaves, and Shmi making his way down to the bot lane here, looking for maybe potential pick, but the ultimate's not up yet. Kobe's going to be farming there. I love the direct-to-camera's mindset sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're just going to go ahead and lane swap, so they're going to send Irelia to the top side, along with the Braum, so let's see if they're going to catch on for you. No, they're going to go ahead and peek him out there by his
Panda might be a little overzealous here.
Looking like a little bit too cocky, but that's alright. Blocking a lot of the autos from Misfortune. He's able to ward hop on out of there. You know, exhausting the Leona ulti and the exhaust itself is going to be a good trade for Drive-By Panda. So he can go ahead and maybe re-engage here. No, he's going to get caught by the Zenith Blade again. The slow's going to go ahead and come through. The stun's going to come off, and yeah, he's going to be forced to back there. Lots of dancing happening in top side. Nocturne's going to steal the red and maybe possibly get an ultimate off if they decide to engage, but they don't have the minions to really back it up. You know, they're just going to go ahead and take their wins and move on from there. 10 seconds up for the Rift Herald. Let's see if they make their way towards that. It looks like they are. That is going to be the next move and potential team fight. But
yeah, I don't think that Lilac's going to contest this. Kindred will be going for that that mark on the scuttle, the bottom scuttle, but so yeah, I think they're just giving up this this Rift Herald.
Yeah, they are for free. This is gonna be the first one of the game, if I'm not. No. They. I think they already had the first Rift Scuttle. Did they not?
I actually don't remember.
Me neither.
You know, chat if you know, then you know, feel free to let us know. But I don't remember seeing a Rift go down. Lilac has just been prioritizing these early dragons.
Yep, drive-by though. Might get caught out. Ooh, does miss the solar flare, unfortunately. Nocturne's gonna go in and pop the paranoia as well, and a huge engage though. Kindred forced to pop the ulti to stay alive barely. The heal does go off, but not enough. Chobi's gonna go in and pick up a kill. He's on a killing spree. Shmi's getting caught out there, definitely. Let's see. Yep, Veer does pop in. Drive-by Pen is gonna go in and pick up that kill. And on top side, we do have a very, it looks like, unfortunate dive. And that is going to be a huge shutdown going on over to Racer on Prince Manjuice. Very nice. Going to pick up the 450 gold there. And yeah, I mean, things are looking kind of even. A lot of gold, though, is going to be going on over to Team Meme of Dreams. Or Team Meme of, yeah. Meme Dream of Team. Damn, I don't know. I can't say it.
Meme Team of Dreams, I believe.
Meme Team of Dreams. It's confusing after a while. I've got to say it 5 times fast. And yeah, very nice. Pick for Repented there. Get him a little bit back into the game. First kill of the game as well. As you can see, the goal lead is heavy on the Jax, the Nocturne, and Irelia is doing what she can to catch back up with a 4-1 Misfortune. Yeah, she has 6,100 gold, but just now finishes the Gale Force. And yeah, let's see if they can keep this momentum up. I don't know. I'm still kind of in fear for Team Lilac right now because they weren't able to get the early kills, and it's just going to be difficult to catch up from here. If they're able to dive and effectively counter this, and oh, look at this. Very nice. The Zenith Blade is going to miss, unfortunately. A perfect ultimate's going to land, but can they follow up? Prince Manjuice is getting rather low here. Oh, the bullet time's going to go in, and Chobi's going to be there just a moment too late. Now it's a 2v2 action going on. The flash's going to go ahead and come in. Teleport also getting worked in from Anivia. Duckmark is going to go ahead and lock down. Yep, the Misfortune. Nope, barely misses it. Jax is going to go ahead and follow up as well, and yes, that is going to be at least 1 kill. Lots of resources utilized, though, for the bot lane, and the Rip Skull is going to be popped onto the bot side as well, and they're going to secure that third that third Drake, which is going to be the Cloud Drake, my favorite. And, I mean, that's just what Green wants over and over and over again. Great job. I know they lost Prince there in the very beginning, but great follow-up from Chobi and from Matcha there, and that led to their first dragon, which is a Cloud Drake. You want that reduction coming in as much as possible, especially for the Nocturne, the Braum, well, anybody technically. Anivia doesn't benefit too much from it, but she still gains what? The movement speed, right?
Yeah, the movement speed is really good for this side of green. I mean, Jax, Nocturne, and Rylionn, their entire mission is just going to be to try and run and kill the Misfortune and the Corki. Little scary for this Misfortune. That is a very big Jax Nocturne that she is going to have to... Java will have to try and escape from.
Absolutely. You know, we have Shmi just roaming all over the place now. He's like, okay, Misfortune, I did what I could, and I'm going to have to make my resources available elsewhere on the map. They definitely... well, I was going to say they might look for a ban, but this seems a little bit too early. Macha's going to really get a nice Q off there, just a little bit of poke. Misses the stun coming in from Prince Manjuice. Not a whole lot of objectives on the map. Kindred should focus mainly on trying to get those marks as much as possible. Let's see what her mark count is at right now. She right now currently has 4 marks on the map. So, you know, not too bad. I don't know what that gives her, enhancing her abilities, but...
it gives her, I believe, 25 range and extra damage once you hit that 4th mark. And then I believe every 3 marks after that.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Like the interval, like Senna's every 20 souls, and for Kindred it starts with 4 and then every 3 from there?
Right. Chat, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I am not a Kindred player, but I have played her a few times. But she did hit that passive power spike, because the Kindred is at 4 stacks now. But for you caught out here.
Oh, yes, he is. The Fear's going to come through. The Kindred ulti is going to get popped as well. A nice Braum ulti onto the backline, getting 2 members knocked up. Chobi's going to go ahead and pop the ultimate, get the kill off on to Corki there. They're going to dive underneath tower. That might be their downfall. Yes, and that's going to be a shutdown going on over to Java Kula. They're going to run down the rest of...
Yeah, great follow-up by Lilac.
Manjuice and Macho are both really low. The flash forward coming in from Racer, and the double kill is going to go on over to Volibear. He is definitely back into this game. 149 farm, 3-3-1, and they're looking for a tower dive as well. Chobi is going to get caught out. It looks like the Zenith Blade is going to miss, and yes, the shutdown going on over to Java Kula. 7 kills now on over 2 and 7-1-3, and it looks like the ADC might be a little bit too much for Team Green to overcome. And this is exactly what they wanted. You know, they couldn't be any better for Team Lilac. They want the Misfortune to be ahead. The gold lead is still in Green's favor right now because of the Jax and the Nocturne. But
yeah, it is 3 towers to 0, so that's going to be where a large portion of that gold is coming from. So Lilac will get this mid tower here, so there is still a lot of potential gold on the map for Lilac. The bot tower is pretty low, so they might send the Volibear down there to push that out. So we shall see. That fight was a little problematic for Green, just because, as you saw, Panda, took 3 to 4 tower hits and was stunned under tower. They are really low after the fact. It was looking good at the beginning. They were able to get 4U to use that Kindred ult at the very beginning. But Repented just coming in and having a good answer, because by the time that Panda was stuck under turret, the entire side of Green was so low that they're able to just answer the engage.
Yeah, no, they did a very good job, and I mean, Repented coming in clutch with the teleport, getting onto the backline as well. Also, the tanking is proving to be kind of difficult, but Panda right now is obviously not giving a care in the world about that. He's going to go ahead and do a lot of great damage. Volibear picked up 2 kills, was able to pick up, hold on 1 second. Drive by Panda, base checking a bush here. The rest of Team Lilac is there. Oh, just against the flash forward. He was able to hop away. The flash away also coming from Drive by Panda. Lots of resources used, not able to pick up the kill, unfortunately. And now we have Team Green following up as well. Duckmark's going to go ahead and land a nice stun. Oh, they're going to be forced to walk through the Anivia ultimate as well. It's kind of big.
Yeah, Panda still does have teleport, so I think that... Oh, never mind.
Ulti onto the backline there. Duckmark's going to go ahead and blow up for you. Very nice. And Mr. Shmeen now looking in a world of trouble. All of Team Lilac completely separated. Bullet time is unfortunately not going to hit a lot of the members. Repented is on the run of his life. Let's see if he's able to get out, but the slow's coming in too much, it looks like, and Shutdown's going to go on over to Duckmark. Mr. Shmee is also trying to run away, does get the blasting cone over the wall, and they're just going to go ahead and disengage from there, but that looks like a free Baron on over to Team Meme of Dreams, as they don't have any vision on it whatsoever. They're going to try to pick it up anyways. Let's see. Okay,
I honestly think that the Misfortune Leona should have just backed there and tried to get Dragon Prio, but because I don't think they had any potential to steal, so they were just kind of aimlessly walking around the outside of the Baron pit. I think they should have reset and put their resources elsewhere and just given up the Baron. Now Green has priority on the Dragon. They already starting it, and teleport coming in from the Anivia, so they're just gonna get this one for free.
Yep, free Dragon, second Cloud Drake on the map for Team Green. They have Baron now, and they also have kind of insane wave clear coming in as well, in combination with the Jax or the Irelia or the Nocturne. So like they are definitely gonna, I think, capitalize, or they should be capitalizing on this Baron buff. And while the rest of Team Lilac should be, I think, focused more as a group fight setting, because they do really well with Volibear being able to hard engage onto the back line with Mr. Shmee. Like, they have good combos, but they're just too spread out to effectively utilize it. Like, Duckmark's doing a great job capitalizing and zoning with his ultimate. They're forced to run through it at these choke points in the jungle. And fighting individually, look at this. Panda's going to go ahead and engage heavily there onto Repented, but...
Yeah, Panda overextended here.
Yeah, definitely. He was getting a little bit too cocky with the damage, though. He can make up for it. He said, don't worry, I can at least 3v1 and get 1 kill. He's going to go ahead and pick up Porky, but fall as well to 4U. Meanwhile, the rest of the team's going to go ahead and capitalize their Baron. Duckmark and Chobi, along with Prince Manjus and Macha, are going to go ahead and push down mid lane here. Taking a little bit too much of a tower aggro. It looks like not on purpose.
Yeah, very good Misfortune ult.
Yeah, it was. And yep, even though he only got a couple of seconds out of it, still, I think they made a mistake of Matcha stepping up a little bit too far and tanking that tower aggro while he has the super buffed up minions there, so that was a little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, I think the Matcha had a little bit of a late Braum ult. Could have canceled the Misfortune ult sooner, I think, but really good by Java to stop Green from getting that 2-2 mid.
Yeah, that was, I mean, that was just kind of like a misplay from Team Green. But great, job from Misfortune, Java Kula, just being able to notice, like, hey, he's still tanking tower right now, so let me go ahead and pop bullet time, and it's either you get out of this or you die, because you already took 2 tower shots. It's going to get worse and worse from here. And still 7-1-3. A lot of the kills, though, are funneled onto Misfortune, and right now I don't really know where else that you would want those. Corki could definitely take a few of these, but it just, attack speed? Nope. It's going to remain there. The little ward that could. You guys going to stay alive into the
A little ward that could. Yeah, no, the Corki definitely is very behind compared to the Zenivia. Obviously, the top and mid side for Team Green, very strong right now. Chobi's huge, 6-1-3 on the Nocturne. Just gonna do, his darndest to try and get to this Misfortune every fight.
Yeah, Misfortune and Corki, I mean, they're doing a great job of zoning them out. Definitely not being able to capitalize on this Wombo combo. I mean, Shmi definitely cannot hard engage, so it's kind of just repented engaging on his own, essentially, and then getting burst down. But he is a pretty tanky boy, it's not Everfrost, what is this? Frostfire Gauntlet, there we go. Definitely coming in clutch. They have a lot of just melee attacks coming through, so Thornmail is pretty effective use on Volibear as well, but...
Yeah, and I love seeing the new Hull Breaker on Jax. You're just ready to, just split the entire game, go for the 1v1s, and force Lilac to have to send, more members to counter his side lane push, which I believe Green will just, in that event, they'll take the 4v3 and dive onto the squishy members of Lilac.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's the move. That's what you want to do all day. But I don't know. Lilac can't answer if they group up effectively, and Kindred has the ability to keep these members alive, but she's unfortunately been using her ultimate very defensively because she's been getting caught out. And do we have any blue wards from Team Lilac at the moment? I can't really see. I know we have. No.
You said blue wards? Yeah. I believe Repented does have a blue ward.
Oh, okay. Alright, that's not terrible. And we just have top laners just smacking each other around up here. Drive-by Panda is going to be forced to back off for you.
Yeah, but for you coming in, Panda just...
rest of Team Lilac is going to go ahead. They dedicated a lot. That's 4 members. Dragon's going to be up in 20 seconds, by the way.
20 seconds. Panda does have the TP for when he comes up in 38 seconds. But yeah, no, they sent everyone topside so that now Green, even though it is a 4v5, they have all the vision and priority on that Dragon. So
teleport coming in from Repented as well.
Yeah, Lilac will have to clear all this vision, or they're just engaged.
Oh, the flash Zenith play coming in from the Leona. Oh, onto the back line, though. There goes Corki. Mach is going to be the next one on the menu here, and this looks like they are going to pick up their first Cloud Break. Panda's still out of it for a couple of seconds. Yeah, they have a lot of marks, I believe, on them now. Kindred is up to... Oh, no. They only have 5 marks, so they've only got 1 mark since the last time between then and now. It's kind of unfortunate, but most of these marks are on the opposite side in the enemy jungle, so kind of makes it difficult. But he's being effective, though. 3-5-3. 6 out of the 14 kills on his team he's been a part of. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, no, just a big difference was, how ahead that Pan and Chobi were able to get in the early game. For you wasn't able to do as much or have as much of an impact. Luckily, Java and Shmi had a very early lead, and I believe got 5 kills in the first 12 minutes or so on Prince and Matcha.
Yep. Yeah, you're definitely not wrong. Yeah, the 4, 3, and 6 now, Jax, and the 3, 4, and 5, Volley Bear. And it looks like we're always going to have one person at least caught out, and this time it is going to be Shmi. We have the Braum ulti going ahead and popping off as well. A really nice position, Misfortune ulti though. Unfortunately,
wow, nice Zonias by Chobi.
Yes.
Or stopwatch, excuse me.
Yep, able to stay alive for just a few more moments, and the shutdown goes on over to Jax. Picks up a double kill, if I'm not mistaken. That's going to be 3 members down and a free Baron on over to Team Green. Nothing that anyone on Team Lilac can answer to right now, so it's going to be their second Baron of the game. And there it goes. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, 2 Barons for the side of Green.
And I think they had the Rift Scuttle advantage as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. And I think the big thing was, Leona, Shmi trying to clear vision, and a really good Anivia wall by Duckmark. One, preventing the Leona from escaping, and also preventing the Misfortune from, getting close enough to do damage as well.
Yeah, it was a really well-positioned ult by Javakula, but that, if you have all of the kills on your team, but you just don't have enough damage at the moment to really shred through a Braum and a really bad Jackson Aurelia, right? Well,
yeah, I mean, there is the BMF does have the Lord Dominic, so he does have some, armor pin for these beefy bruisers, but yeah, I just don't think it's enough.
No, it doesn't seem to be enough at all, but they are going back and forth. This is going either way. Volibear's going to go ahead and pop the ulti, and Chobi's going to go ahead and engage with his ultimate as well onto the top side, and it looks like the stopwatch is going to get popped. Just gave him a few more seconds of relief just to see if his team can catch up, but no, it is not going to
Oh my lord!
Huge damage coming in from Duckmark on the Javakula. They're pretty much getting one shot. The Baron buff is going to be doing work as well. The flash over along with the E coming in for you is just going to be caught out completely.
There's 40 seconds on 3 members of Lilac.
Yeah.
Green has Baron. They could potentially end here. Corky's stuck top, and I don't think Leona will be able to stop this push. So I think Green is just going for the game.
They might have
just as soon as they get this next minion wave.
Oh, Panda's looking to do some deep dives as well into the backline while taking like 4 tower shots. He's going to stop Corky from backing just so that way the rest of his team can go ahead and get that
Yeah,
done.
I believe Green just ends here.
Yeah, it's looking pretty done. So Corky's getting dope underneath tower. He's still messing with the Jackson top side. Drive-by Panda's just kind of toying right now. Oh, the shutdown goes on over to Georgia as well. Another great bullet time, but it's not going to be enough. Frenchman Juice does fall, though, and that is going to be the 2-0. It looks like Team Green, yes it does, makes it out of this series 2-0. Wow. That was...
Yeah, strong killing by Duckmark and Chobi in that game.
Oh, yeah.
The pathing by Chobi was just so good. Once again, just having a lot of priority on those objectives. So, they were able to get, all the dragons, 2 barons. Shmi having to die and get caught out just to clear all the vision from the side of Green.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Just having to constantly walk into that. The Nocturne just being very, very effective. And like you said, I believe that beginning slowing Kindred from getting the blue assisted Nocturne with being able to steal and get in, ahead in experience and ahead in farm. And then that level 5, level 6, essentially 2v2 in the top lane there. Yeah, that was a great turnaround by Repented, but I just think the level difference was enough just to go ahead and put that into Green's favor, and then it just kind of spiraled out of control for them there. But Meme Team of Dreams coming out victorious 2-0. I'm going to go ahead and give you all your channel points. They voted for them twice in a row now.
Yeah, I believe it was a 1.06 return on the points for going for Green. I believe it was a 1 for 18 if Lilac was able to get the win. But unfortunately for them, Green did come out with the win and get that 2-0.
Absolutely. And let me go ahead and get the official names for everybody up here so that way I don't misspell anything, of course. But I'm going to go ahead and put up the MVP vote for you all here in the next few moments so that way you guys can vote for who you all think was the MVP of tonight's match. And let me just go ahead and get the side-by-side. There we are. Okay.
I definitely think there's a strong argument for Duckmark or Chobi to get the MVP for this one. And Nivea, blowing up this Misfortune at the very end was fun to watch. Chobi, obviously, having a huge impact on the objective control for the game, and you could tell at that early fight against the Volibear and Kindred, Nocturne being level 6, Kindred being level 5 was such a big difference in that early fight.
Absolutely. No, it definitely assisted in them getting that 2-0 here tonight, 100%. And then last but not least, we have God of Matcha. Oh, let me go ahead and get that pulled back up. There we
Yeah,
go.
and yeah, Manju's for sure that first game on that Ezreal was incredible. I think he only died once, for how much damage was on the side of Lilac. He was not able to be locked down. A lot of peel. So many, Qs landed, and Ezreal ultimates hitting 3 people, doing so much damage. So yeah, let us know your thoughts on who y'all should think be the MVP. Strong showing from everyone on green, so it's a tough choice.
How? I don't know why it's saying it doesn't meet requirements for the poll here. I have MVP vote, Panda, Chobi, Duckmark, Prince Manjuice. Maybe too many letters in Prince. There we go. Yep, I guess too many letters. So we have here the MVP vote. Please go ahead and do it. Like you said, I definitely... Oh, why is my voice so low? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit too far from the microphone. So I'll go ahead and get a little bit closer for you all. I know you guys, miss me or whatever. I can't even say that confidently because I don't think so. But let's go ahead and get the MVP vote. I personally... I don't know. That was
tough.
It is so difficult. They did so well both games, 100%. I'm gonna go with, I don't know, the 6-0 and 8 Anivia. Like, Duckmark really performed well on Anivia.
Mm-hmm.
Did a great job zoning, getting his team set up for the rest of these team fights and things along that line. He was able to secure the mid lane there. I know that was difficult with Nico in the mid lane. I know that's one of the definite strong ones for Georgia, 100%. So being able to counter that with Anivia was just really good work by Duckmark there. But Chobi also being able to set up with all the ganks. He went Nocturne in the first game. Who did he go in the second game?
He went Diana in the first game.
Yeah, Diana in the first game. Yeah, there we go. Being very, very effective there. But then also at the same time, we had Prince Manjuice on Ezreal, which was doing some ridiculous poking. So, I mean... per game, it just varies, but all around, just really strong performance from Duckmark. For me personally, I would say Duckmark gets my MVP vote for this game, 100%.
Right, and doing really well in the Anivia both games, for sure.
Okay, but let's go ahead here. It is tied right now, actually. Duckmark and Chobi neck and neck, 5-5. So we could have a double MVP vote. We have seen it before, so that doesn't surprise me. But definitely...
And as you say that, Chobi gets one more vote.
Yep, and, 7. Okay, so I think we have about a minute left in picking here, but, this was definitely very close. A lot of people are going for Chobi. Did you already vote for or no?
I voted for Chobi.
I voted for Duck.
I honestly just think that his Nocturne was insane. Because the big thing for Lilac was trying to keep everyone off the MF, keep the Aurelia and the Jax, but the Nocturne was just able to jump to the back line every time and just do so much damage. I haven't seen. Let's look at that damage chart. Oh wow, 30,000 damage on that Misfortune. But yeah, it looks like Jax, Anivia, and Nocturne all did around 18,000 damage. So incredible showing from all of them as well.
Yeah, but one of the main differences is that they kind of spread the wealth of kills for Team Meme Team of Dreams, while Misfortune really got a lot of those kills in her own solo lane. And then once they went to the team fights, that's where we started to see a big difference. And as we mentioned from the very beginning, it's kind of overwhelming. Yeah, they had 3 ADCs, but they didn't each get to pop off as hard as they really wanted to or could have effectively in order to go ahead and secure the deal. But it looks like Chobi, the overall official MVP winner, so I'm going to go ahead and pull Chobi into the chat here. Let me give him a nice little courtesy message just to let him know. There we go. Polling you, my friend. And this is my third grabbing you message. So this is at least the third time that Chobi has been selected for MVP. Just so that you all know, by the way. And where are we?
Yeah, when I played for Team Green, I had several times that he got MVP. Here he is.
Yes, and here he is reunited, and it feels so good. Oh, Chobi, my friend, how goes it? How do you feel after this performance here? I mean, you were going against the reigning champs. That adds a little bit of a different aspect to the game, or just not at all. You just see it as another team.
I mean, let's be honest here. I'm pretty sure we're the best team in the league, and everyone else just sucks completely. I'm 100% sure we're gonna trash every single team in our division and the other division 2-0, 3-0. No doubts about it. I am guaranteed. I'm telling you right now, no jungler will ever catch me ever in the standings, dude. I'm already 10 points ahead since week 1. This league is so easy. It's not even fun anymore. Somebody please be a good jungler so I can actually play the game. I'm just trolling at this point. I just face check Brush just for fun because everyone's who cares, dude? I just play Nocturne, click R. It's so boring. Somebody give me a challenge so I can actually use my brain for once.
Oh my
how do you
God.
feel about 4U's performance as jungler?
Honestly, I thought he was okay, but then again, I didn't really feel challenged, so it was whatever really. But honestly, he should have stuck to his guns and banned out my Nocturne because we have a history of me just trashing on his team whenever I pick Nocturne.
Right.
So
yeah, they did
maybe
ban
they
it in the
should
first
just
game.
learn from their previous mistakes and ban the champion.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely the most humble of Team Green decided to make
No,
the
for sure, dude. I am so humble.
Hey, I mean, facts are facts, though. You like you said, on the standings are very overwhelming. But as a team, how do you think you all have progressed as a team? Coming into the league, we've had a few changes, a few roster changes, things like that. I mean, you guys have pretty much been the same since the beginning, and you've been pretty ahead since the beginning of this league. But from last split to this split, how do you think your team has progressed overall as a unit? Not individually per se, but just as a whole 5-man squad. How do you feel about your team?
So from our previous goal team, we've only had me and Matcha are the only remaining ones, right?
From the previous Green?
From previous Green, and Primus is a sub, but we now have Unstraight as our top laner, Duck Marks our new mid laner, and then we have Prince Mandrews, who used to be the best top laner, moved to ADC, still popping off.
Eric all
but
day.
I think, personally, if I'm going to be honest, if we hadn't dropped out of the league last split, we would have easily clapped everybody else in playoffs. Yeah, I know. We didn't actually play. We can't really say whatever, dude. We'll just show this season that we'll just clap everybody. It doesn't really matter, dude. Anybody actually pick up a good jungler. I don't care, dude. Bring a diamond jungler. I'll shit on their game too. It doesn't matter, dude.
Where you go? You can't pick a diamond jungler. There's rules. You gotta follow the rules. But I'm glad
rules. What are rules, dude? I'm getting bored, dude. Did you see my team? I let my teammates pick Aurelia bot lane. That's how little I care about who we're playing against. It's so free, dude. Our Aurelia and what was it, Braum are just getting double killed every 2 minutes, but it doesn't matter, dude. I just go top lane, Unstraight's popping off, dude. It doesn't matter. Camp aside, we'll just go to the other one and just carry harder. It doesn't matter, dude.
I mean, you're putting your money where your mouth is, essentially. I mean, are you dropping 30,000 channel points per game, or you gotta step it up a little bit? What are the stakes? Are we talking?
I mean, to be completely honest, honestly, I'm not even exaggerating at this point, but I think we could win the whole split with Primus as our top laner, and you know how bad this guy is, dude.
Obviously, dude. Now. Hold on, I gotta say
so much heat.
I gotta protect
so much heat.
Dignity here. All right, hold on.
No, he's a great caster, but nobody said anything about being a great player.
I mean, I don't prefer the top lane anymore, anyways. So I'll take that criticism.
Hey,
I just
you can't play, you cast, and that's the reason why I'm a
exactly
casting. You know what I mean? Don't worry, Primus. I love your casting. You're definitely one of the top ones in my book. Everyone's a top one in my book.
Also,
I do my best. I do my best.
I'm pretty sure we're tied on the standings with Team Yellow in the other division.
So you,
So,
you expect them to be your adversary in the finals here?
I don't know, dude, because I look at their games and they just kind of look like they're inting too. So maybe, dude. But honestly, like, I personally do believe that the other division is much better. I'm kind of sad I'm stuck in the one with a bunch of people that aren't very good. I will censor my language, but
Kind of got cut off there a little bit. Thank God.
A little bit.
yeah, thank God, dude. If any of the teams in the other division would like to scrim us so that they know what it feels like to get stomped by champions, like, I'm all for it, dude. Message at Duckmark right now. Hit us up. Easy dub.
At Duckmark.
You're going in. Oh, I can't. I mean, like I said, you're putting your money where your mouth is. Essentially, you showed up every week, definitely ready to play, ready to fight. You throw down hard, and I mean, no one can argue with the results. You guys are performing really well. Definitely overall. But any closing remarks, Primus, Duckmark, anything like that you want to say to your fans, to all the wonderful people that support us day in and day out here and watch you guys do what you can do. But anything you want to say to any of them?
I mean, just great showing from Green. My old team, still technically a sub, so I guess I can still say it's my team. But very happy with the results. Gotta love the 2-0. Great job.
Oh, can I get a final word in here too?
Absolutely.
I got a shout out.
Yeah.
I will shout out to XF Frankie. She's in the chat. She's my girlfriend, and her friends are also in the chat.
Oh, Abby's here.
Yeah. And I would also like to shout out Duckmark for carrying the series. I'm pretty sure he did better than me in both games. Rylionn, you were right. He should have been pulled in, but I have a fan club in the chat, so they're voting. And also, my interviews are just 10 times better. Everyone knows.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with that. I'm not saying. Well, Duckmark's one of our casters, so I mean, I'm sure he could throw down with a good interview as well. And you know what? Just because we had a lot of support, who else is one of the people that supported you here? I want to go ahead and gift a sub out to Frankie. There's
Cutting out a bit there, Ryan.
Oh, can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I was just you're cutting out a little bit.
Oh, okay. My apologies. So we had here Frankie for supporting. I'm sorry. God damn, I almost said Chobi with that. Yeah, no, it is Chobi. I almost said Duckmark like 5 times. Who else did
you just want Duckmark to be MVP so bad?
I know. It doesn't matter. But thank you so very much. Congratulations. Go enjoy your win with your team. A huge shout out to everybody who joined us here tonight. Definitely. Thank you to the constant support. We wouldn't be here without you. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me here tonight is Primus. And we did have at one point, Aaron, I hope you're feeling better. Feel well definitely soon as well, my friend. Congratulations to Chobi once again for the MVP. And we will catch you next week. The schedule will be coming out on Monday, so I don't know any official games right now. But we will definitely be with that here soon. You all enjoy your evening, and we'll catch you later. Peace out.